It's Artur, actually, who's contesting Ronaldo. His teammate will be flying with Blake. On the backside, both teammates, there it is, Araxo. Going for the fast 50-50 off spawn. Blake already taking some tags onto Artur. From that nose of the shark, always been the best spot to be in. There's the duo pinch immediately. Ronaldo takes a little bit of a scratch, but not hard work at all to get that first elimination. This should be Raps. Light work to pick up Raxo as well. This is not the old shark. A lot of openings and angles. You can't survive for too long. No third zone grief anymore, even from EU.
There's no hiding for 3 zones and then having to die to Surge. Oh, okay. Raxo does go for it. It does take out Blake, but doesn't even get the credit for that. They're back to the lobby. Ronaldo and Blake win the fight. 2 eliminations. Last game, they only got 1 and fell. One of the best things to do is just jump on the other side. Now Ronaldo's gonna be able to jump up and hopefully find his space. No, it doesn't get the cone. Chuki probably running out of materials too, while Ronaldo is just refreshed. And there's also Chug Splash down below. Blake and Ronaldo have height. Chuki trying to escape, but there's no escaping here in the Shark. Just like we talked about before, into the vaults. And yeah, actually, there is an escape. The porta potty.
Seasons change, porta potties will always stay the same. And so will the traps that are set. Ronaldo going down. Chuki with break brain most to be able to use the gas cans. Blake getting boost controlled as well, and it's over.
What? What just happened? I know we just switched over to Steamy Stacks where we saw Flick and Refscar chase down Post and Walkman. They take them out too, but all of a sudden, wait a second. EU has just responded on the off-spawn fights in a massive way. A 1v2 from Chuki against Ronaldo and Blake. A fight that looked done. The boat adding explosions. What is this? Some type of action movie was what just pulled off.
They circumvented my expectations. Another fight across borders. Trashy and Glace versus Exterios and Jenks. This time there are no porta potties in view. We have the script on our screens. It'll be a classic box fight, but one that might not actually end up finishing. There we go. Right back in action. A big box dive there, but attack shot to be able to answer to once you get in. Exterios gets work. The movement from Trashy. Bill's replacing. Out of tac mags, not possible for him to confirm both elims. Him and Glace will see lobby number 3.
Is that second time in a row there? Jenks is taking out Trashy and crew?
I think Glace won the first time. No?
Oh, yeah. Yep, he did win that one. It was like a trade into the 1v1. The other 1v1, stacking the box, convicted, does get the big damage. Zoom on the other side, he'll actually edit away. Yes, he'll get the finish. And his teammates already jumped on them. Zoom does trade, but again, these fights, if you trade, don't get the revive. Yes, there could be a third party coming in, just like we saw Chuki against Blake and crew, but it's fine. It is perfectly fine. And the situations have reversed. Flick was the one trying to set up the ambush earlier on Walkman and Pose.
Oh, no.
But here we go, Ref's guard. Very close.
Carrot does end up finding Ref's guard. Still on the back wall, now has nowhere else to rotate to. Oh my God! Charge that pump, because it hits hard.
The airlock. The airlock, and Ref's guard locks it up right on top of him. Flick comes in from the backside to skydiving on in. And they've created Chuki though. Can he 1v2 Strobe and Kush right after taking out Ronaldo and Blake? This would be huge too, but he's already low HP and I don't think he has any shield. Plus probably no mats. They're gonna dive in, yeah. Clean fight. And for good reason. We already know what he had just come out of. Recovery not possible. Refsguard and Flick, yeah, they were out of there. They're gonna use the stack to get out. Steamy Stacks obviously is the spot where you can storm fight a little bit more than everywhere else, but you always have to wonder. Bank trying to recover. They had a big 50-50 at the weather station last time. Slick's on the backside. Yes, he'll go through. Convicted and Flood have already gotten one. Yes, Slick down. They've already gotten a fight in this, and it looks like they might get another, but Bank responds, and he'll get the Siphon too. Back up the HP, but there's another team.
Whoa,
and he'll go
wait a
again.
minute.
Oh,
no.
For a second, it looked like it, but the complete cleanup crew is here in the form of Fix and Accept.
They wrap that up and now have, what, 3 POIs of loot to sort through?
Not only on the top of the leaderboard, but on the top of Logjam, the best position to actually either force this. Oh, CRR and Wolfies do not give them the beams. But how did Wolfies get dropped? And where from? Kenki's the one who responds somehow. Wolfies is now down. And CR is going to have to 1 versus 2. Iceco on the other side, very low HP. CR just put him down. Now, he can actually respond. The time was good.
No way!
It's perfect for CRR. He comes in. When the other player was trying to heal, he healed all the way up. In that time, he took down his teammate. And in that time, he's ready to go again. All the way down to 53 HP, too. They heard the shield crack. And it might come again. The same situation we saw Aspect go down to in the end game last time was basically getting focused by multiple people and not being able to hold the correct wall. It will flip. They're getting ever closer to Thomas and Tayson. Another shockwave will probably bring them. Oh, they're gonna go in the box. Soon as he's in there, but it gets Tayson. Okay. Wow.
Did you blink?
I did actually. I had no clue that was coming.
You missed it if you did, because that was what, one shockwave sending one teammate further in. They have an automatic pinch. The fight's done in a second. You and Zijon barely got to look. Cammy and Paco are like, okay, their build's here now, I guess, that we can rotate through.
I can't believe that. Where does zone go? Continues up the northwest corner. The zone is always difficult for these people who have to take the pit stops in Sweaty Sands. Backwood. And his teammate going in. Okay, strapped down. Yes. Where is Nosh, though? He's nowhere near.
He's done.
Where is he?
He's going to zone. He's on the S of Sweaty Sands. He's got to leave his teammate behind. What was Strep doing?
Oh, they were both in different vehicles, and Nosh was going to go secure some space. Macwood and Kanata have just yoinked that, too. And we'll go forward. I'm pretty sure that's the situation that just unfolded. Grand Theft Auto in our midst.
And we have action games happening at Sweaty, an adventure behind it, though. Dubs and Mega, all these guys trying to role play, just hopefully some passive gameplay. Not getting into too many fights going to zone. Already got a hint of some of our top positional duos of the server. Bucky and Creo, I think, had one of the highest elevation bases looking at that northern zone. CRR with a double tack Elam as well on the replay as these zones are starting to move.
The clutch. The clutch.
Might get in jeopardy, though, at risk. They end up diving in boxes. Quick knock on the Gonzo by Dubs. That's what, a drive-through play right there. But oh my God, food poisoning, unfortunately. Dubs getting taken out, a big cost for the rotation, a big cost of greed. Mega left on his own. Meanwhile, Booga straight way inside the storm. Avery's already down.
Yeah. 5
points too.
Yeah, he's done. As soon as anybody gets a hint of him being here. By the way, Cease is always also in the same situation, so I'm guessing the fight for Colossal Coliseum is just not going well at all. One snipe, one out. No.
It's not the World Cup.
No.
It's not going to work that way with the sniper.
And there's the 5-tick. The end for Booga. Nobody gets the credit. Cease will make it in, so maybe he'll win out that fight. Rokane and Foiled, 70 points. They've got a Rift Fish and they've got another Elim. Yes, Cease. The one guy who's running side by side with Booga is now out. I'm surprised to see Macwood and Kanata actually move over this hill and down into this little gap here.
I'm surprised to see a team that ended up in this north side so early be down on search. It's 12 above for TJ. I think Stretch went down in the feed as well to another EU duo. CRR, the man of the clutch this game, taken down by TJ, making that sort of late rotation. I think it's 149 above. Now there they are. I was wondering. Bizzle and Clicks at the center of the commotion up in their own little castle.
It's a pattern, man. It's a pattern.
I mean, does this look like correction right now? Because I'm seeing a lot of uncrouches. Oh my God, 3-man rift. I think Bizzle forced it a little bit with the beams. Goosh and Strobe in the air. Michael surely has to go down here.
Oh
got
no.
One more shot. Oh, did he?
I'm confused as to how that happened.
Take damage if you fly too fast. Yeah, I was like,
he was zooming.
Paired with being inside the water, that also has a current.
This is fine.
That's Wolfie's. This is fine. Yeah, this is fine.
This is fine. Okay, he's done. He just And Kanata even knows they know. They saw him earlier. Oh my goodness.
They're trying to get a tag.
No, they
No.
didn't get it. Wolfies had no chance. He's just trying not to give anybody else any points. And we move forward. TJ and Kai Genesis have made it in. Strodels and Dukes down and out to the hands of D-Gen, but both of those now have fallen, or at least just Agers. No, D-Gen is literally 1 HP right in front of us, and he's down. Yep, simple gets him. Playing with keys. Going to this 5th zone with only 23 teams. Talk about aggressive in game number 1. Game number 2 does not disappoint either. My goodness.
Moving over through Sweaty Sands will always be a trial by fire for every single duo. A lot of people, though, ended up burning in the flames this game. 20 seconds to kind of break your game plan down. You're moving even further away, possibly to uncharted territories. No one really touching this left side of the map too much, past the one duo that might drop there.
See Stretch in the distance, but right above him, Miro and Calc, positionally. Across this 6th zone, they should actually be able to go up on that north side, which might be pretty good for them. And maybe if they get fast enough, they can get towards this edge, but this zone is gonna bounce back inland. Back in towards the east, towards Sweaty Sands. So you have to count on that as well. Don't go too far. Here's a rift from TJ and Cod.
The aerial POV on your screen, and it's not just their duo. It looks like they got OSP off the backside. We saw him lurking. As they fly, we'll watch Arkram and Reed having an okay-ish game number 1, looking for that star-studded performance in game number 2. We know how aggressive they can get box to box, but also know Arkram's prowess in picking the best lines of sight to go towards the zone and get picks. He misses a huge charge. I think Mac would as he was rotating. Bizzle and Clicks also on that same layer. Bizzle hits that bounce pad. Everyone moving now to the same 2 builds and then connecting and branching out from there. Arkram, though, is on his own game plan all the way down low. Stretch got revived. It looks like he's looking for his shots down at that low ground as well. Rokan and Voil close toward the top side. Exterios back in this game too with Jenks, but Jenks is taken down oh so low on HP. We're watching Arkram and Reed on the right side. They have the rotation. They have those shockwaves to use, but are saving them. Arkram now just on metal to use for the rotation.
It's Creo on height, by the way. Bucky has gone way ahead to try to secure some space so they can reconnect to each other. But seeing Arkram and Reed up together is not something I expect. I haven't seen Arkram in an NA East Grand Finals potentially ever, and now with Reed all of a sudden with 60 points in game number 1, that is actually a scary sign. A scary things of things to come.
Evasion picks up one and finishes it off. Cammy going down, so our game 1 winner is still alive. You're talking about unexpected. There's still 34 people standing. No one else really going down. Arkram, though, finally starts to fill that domino effect up. More people now dropping as 34 goes to 30. Still alive. Reed is also looking for the beams backwards, but Bucky and Creo are the ones with the least amount of stress all the way up on height. No one actually challenging them yet. There is Slacks with a shockwave, but looks like it's for rotation. Everyone actually dropping way further down. Bucky and Creo are in a world of their own.
They're literally so far up. Bucky's gonna waterfall way down as Reed gets beamed. Meanwhile, Smite trying to pick up Evasion. Actually, Evasion did get knocked. Can they get the revive? No, Strobe will actually drop in there and force that to go. Meanwhile, Reed and Arkram still up. Their biggest enemy right now, it looks like Creo and Bucky are going to be them. Both of those guys not really fighting. They're going to find Jenks on the backside, but the stair is good. They force him through anyways and get the Elam. That's Arkram picking it up. And now Zuni's in front of him. Is Aspect there too? Yes, they take him out as he swings. The pixel shot and it works. The jump not quick enough for Aspect.
Opposite polar points of the zone, low and height. But the south side looks so much hotter with all these fights breaking down. Creo and Bucky straight up top, still looking for those beams. Kanata and Macwood surviving in the mid-ground. Looks like the most healthiest duo actually out of them all. Reed and Arkram find some breathing room. Don't actually have to end up building out at all on the low ground. Lots of fights and charges sizzling up on these builds. It's so hard to track. Bucky and Creo are still just looking completely free.
This low ground is so strange too. Arkram and Reed are kind of playing off of it as it has a slight incline. Finally, people are going to drop down. And yes, it will go all the way down. Arkram will get another one. Reed's trying to refresh the max, but Macwood falls, and they get that one too. My goodness, 70 limbs now. And firing up, trying to drop more. They do drop Goosh a little bit, but where does it go? It's still in the water. 9th zone, so they don't have to worry about it. Goosh will go back up. Low ground is completely free. This mid-ground fight once again, but finally Reed goes down. Looking at Arkram now, he takes out Goosh. Doesn't have any heals. It's just Siphon to survive on. Creo and Bucky to come down too. Zero is the last player that Arkham needs to deal with besides Bucky and Creo. Reet will go down, and now a 1 versus 2. He has shockwaves, but one from them will go out in the zone. Another one out the height! Oh! Arkham right on top of Creo, but it's not quite enough.
Even though they got second place, those 8 eliminations, putting them all the way up to second place, only a 2-point difference between first and second place. And speaking on that, only a 3-point difference between second and third place, which is Smite and Evasion, the team that got the victory royale in game number 1. Young Calc and Miro, though, a great performance from them, putting them in 4th place, and Voyle and Rokane still holding out strong in 5th.